Tensions between Washington and Tehran sharpened again today, after President Donald Trump issued a public warning tied to Iran's unfolding unrest. As protests flare amid economic strain, reports of deaths have heightened anxiety inside the country, and Trump's message adds an external pressure that can make volatile situations even harder to de-escalate. In remarks reported today, Trump said the United States was locked and loaded and would come to the aid of protesters if Iran's security forces moved to violently crush peaceful demonstrations. Iranian officials rejected the threat, framing it as interference, while the situation on the ground remains tense and information contested. The unrest is rooted in economic deterioration, currency weakness, rising prices, and a sense among many Iranians that daily life is becoming less sustainable. When protests spread in that environment, governments often face a hard choice between concession and crackdown, and outside rhetoric can push authorities toward a more defensive posture. At the same time, protest movements can become more unpredictable when they feel international attention is rising, whether that attention helps or harms their goal. For global observers, the risk is that a domestic crisis becomes a trigger for wider escalation. Diplomatic channels narrow when leaders trade threats in public, and markets can react to any hint of instability in the region. For ordinary Iranians, the immediate concern is simpler and more urgent: safety in the streets, the prospect of arrests, and whether today's demonstrations lead to more bloodshed or a pause that opens space for dialogue.